Hey everybody, Serial Overdrive here, and today I'm playing Entropia Universe. So what I'd like to do today is just give you just a beginner sort of guide on how to get started in this game. First things first, you want to come to this area, right? So Camp Icarus, it's right here. You're probably gonna know like Port Atlantis. This is a good place to sell things, especially as a newbie. Make sure you don't get ripped off, like there's no armor upgrade, well, yeah. Don't give anyone your armor or give anyone anything without getting something in return. If you give something away for free, you're just giving away free money. It's probably going to get stolen. So run from here, just run over here, take a swim, however you want to get here, just do it. And if you die halfway through, it's fine, you'll spawn here. Once you get here, what you're going to want to do is either deposit money or sweat and get money that way. You can check out some of my previous videos on how to do that. Now, let's get started. So the first thing you've got to pick is whether you want to do mining or crafting. Go to the trade terminal. If you want to do, or sorry, not mining or crafting, mining or hunting. If you want to hunt, I'd recommend getting either this gun, a pistol, or this gun. The favorite is going to be this one. This says 4 PED or 40 cents US. If you want to do, so yeah, you get that gun, then you're going to want to go here and get some weapon cells. Don't bother with this armor, it's not that great, I wouldn't recommend getting it. If you want to do mining, you're going to need to get a excavator. This pulls out a resource when you find it. Don't bother, well, you can get a refiner if you're going to be going hardcore and you want to start selling stuff on the auction, but if you're new, I wouldn't recommend it. And then you're going to want to get a detector, right? So this is what you're going to use to find the resources. And probes, these are what you're going to drop to actually, get the resources. So this is like the thing that drops the probes. This pulls the resource out. And yeah, those are sort of your two options. All this stuff, don't bother with it. You don't need to get any of this. Not yet, at least. Later on, when you get more advanced into the game, you're going to want to do that, but don't worry about that yet. So now you're in Camp Icarus, you've got your mining gear, your hunting gear, whatever. It's time to go out and actually do this stuff, right? So first things first, the reason I like Camp Icarus, there's a lot of newbies here. It's very newbie friendly. And yeah, it's a safe place to go. You're not going to get destroyed by anything. If you want to mine, you can mine. If you want to hunt, you can hunt. A lot of nice little things here. So let's start off with the mining part. I just want to find one thing so I can demonstrate how it works. So first things first, you've got to select what you want to use. I'd say or what you want to search for. I'd say look for both. Okay. So there we go. I found something. It's going to show up on your map right here. And then you just go back. You pull out your extractor. I've got these hotkeyed. I've got a video on how to do that. If you don't have them hotkeyed, go here to the tools. And you can just select equip. And, the extractor, you can select equip too. Then you're going to run over here, and again, everything's hotkeyed for me, but you can also back click and just use tool. That's good enough, and there you go, you're mining. It's that easy, folks. Like, you just get started. I'm not going to finish with this, I'll come back and do that later. You're just going to get started like that. As you get better and better, you're going to realize how to do things. You're going to start buying stuff off auctions, you get more of an advantage, and that's how you progress in the game. But your initial start should all be from that trade terminal, and I'm not going to take you any further than that. So that's how you do mining, right? If you find a really good location, wait a day, go back to it. Maybe you'll get something, maybe you won't. Now gun wise, go to the guns, hit equip. If you bought armor for whatever reason, even though I said you shouldn't, you can go here and equip it like that. I wouldn't though, not yet. Now you find your mob to hunt. So let's go. Alright, someone's shooting these. Don't steal mobs from other people. They're going to get a little pissy with you if you do that. And this is for good reason, because whoever does the most damage generally gets the loot. And, everybody wants to loot. Everybody wants to loot, I guess. So now what are you going to pick to hunt? You can pick whatever you want. I'd suggest going with a level 1, something like this. It'll be pretty easy to kill. I did it in one shot, but you'll take a bit more than that. Then you just go up, you click on it, you get your loot, these two things, and you keep going. You just sort of run through, looting stuff like that. It's not too hard. It's a pretty easy game to get the hang of. You just run around shooting stuff. If you have a lesser gun, what you're going to want to do is shoot and start walking backwards. Don't run, but walk. So the mob or the animal is going to come running at you as you're walking backwards. This helps minimize the damage and ensures that you won't have too much wear and tear. Every time you shoot a gun, this is something to remember. You're going to use ammo, and the gun is also going to decay. So this bar is going to get less and less. And at some point, you can see it's at 11%. When it reaches 0, you can't use the gun anymore. If you loot something, like ammo, anything like that, you're going to want to just sell it back to the trade terminal. Once you get a little more advanced, you might find something that's more interesting. You're going to want to check here. Go to this, go to item info, and this works for mining too. And I guess these can't be sold on the market. Oh, hold on one second. We're going to go to another item. So this is where you're going to find sort of your animal loots. Here is where you're going to find your mineral loots. You're going to go here, item info, and then click market value. So this is 101%, which means if you sell it on auction, you're going to make 101% of 0.81 PED or whatever you've got. I'd recommend selling it on auction if you've got a large amount. It costs 50 cents, I believe, or 50 PEC, not PED, to list on the market. So you want to make sure you're going to make more than that. If you don't have enough to sell on market and you don't want to keep spending money, go here. And you're going to want to go to Port Atlantis. I'm going to travel over there. So you're going to want to go to Port Atlantis. Actually, let's not bother. You're going to go to Port Atlantis. You're going to watch the chat system right here. Someone's going to say, hey, selling this or buying this. And then you're going to run over, find them, and sell it to them for a little bit of an extra markup. Some of them will try and rip you off. If you really care about it, look into that. Make sure they don't. Have a calculator with you. If you don't, you're going to lose a little bit. But you'll always get more than the trade terminal will get you. That's also the trade terminal where I first took you. That's where you're going to go to sell any of your loot that you're not going to sell on the open market or on auction. So that's sort of the beginner's guide to Entropia Universe. It's pretty simple to get started. Once you get into it, you're going to start getting into the burn rate on certain armors and stuff like that. So with armor, it's when you get hit, it decays. Some decays more than others, and you don't want to be over-equipped with armor, but you don't want to be under-equipped. If you die, the mobs or the animals are going to heal as you run back to them to kill them. If you're far away, you might not even get to do that. So yeah, hopefully that helps you guys out. If you got questions, comments, anything like that, as always, just let me know. Yeah, until next time. Also, if you have any videos you want to see, anything like that, please let me know. I don't put out much Entropia Universe content anymore just because a lot of the stuff I know has been covered, and some of the stuff I know, I really don't know if anyone would be interested in hearing about it. If you are, just let me know and I'll put out a video. Thanks for watching.